Oh no, I've got the crazy thing on my head filter. Let me just find another one. I just find that too strange. I know it's supposed to be Michelangelo, but really it doesn't work for me. How about that? It's going to give me nice... That's the one that gives me nice eyelashes but makes me look like I've been crying. And for those of you who are going to say, you shouldn't use a filter, you try getting on Facebook Live every day, no matter how you look. My commitment is to be here. I can't commit to always wearing makeup. Let's put it like that. I have no makeup on today, so there you go. But I have a filter, so I look, you know, probably slightly more presentable than I would do if I were coming to you live and direct without a filter. So how are you all? I'm not seeing your messages actually. Oh, here we are. Hi, Tracy. Good morning, Sophia. Hang on, what was this? Hi, Chrissy. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hello, everybody. Nice chanting, says Monica. Who chanted this morning? We had about 75 people. It was really cool. Just for those of you who don't know, this is the chanting we do, except it's the right way round. Actually, I do have it printed backwards so you can see it. We do it every day, about 40 minutes before I get on here. 10:30 a.m. UK time. This is what we chant. We chant for 20 minutes and it's super duper powerful. So there you go. Oh, I'm glad people enjoyed the chanting. Me too, me too. And we dedicated the month to the divine in the chanting today. It's free, it's on Zoom, and you can sign up on my Yasmin Boland events page. And it basically keeps me sane. It really does. Like getting up, doing the chanting and then popping on here to say hello to everybody literally has, I think, stopped me going insane during a couple of lockdowns. So what I thought I would talk about today are a couple of things. One is that, as you probably know by now, Mercury is now retrograde. It is retrograde, and it's retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, which is sort of doubly interesting because, sorry, I'm just trying to fish out my Mercury retrograde book, but I don't have it handy. I'll bring it out tomorrow. But it's kind of doubly interesting that Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Aquarius for the simple reason that if you've been paying attention to the past few months, you will know we also have we also have in the sign of Aquarius, Jupiter and Saturn. So do you remember that at the end of last year, there was this big hoo-ha that even the mainstream press kind of got involved with, talking about the fact that Jupiter, the planet of good luck, and Saturn, the planet of hard times and hard work, have both moved into the sign of Aquarius. And as you may or may not know, we all have Aquarius in our chart somewhere. We all have all 12 signs in our chart. And basically, whichever sign you have rising dictates where Aquarius will be in your chart. So for example, if you happen to be Leo rising, then you'll have Aquarius on your 10th house. On your 7th house of relationships. So, you know, basically you need to know your rising sign and then you can find out where everything is happening for you. Just a second, let me see if I can find my Mercury retrograde book, because it's a good little, there it is. It's a very good little book, and I kind of remind people about it every Mercury retrograde. And what I actually do is I post all these bonuses that you can get during the retrograde. If you buy the book from the link above or below, you'd think I'd know after all these months, wouldn't you? I'm pretty sure it's below. You get a whole lot of free bonuses, which basically will tell you how to work out where Mercury retrograde is in your chart this time and every time. People love this book. I co-wrote it with Kim Farnell, and it tells you what Mercury retrograde means in all the different signs. For example, the upside of Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, which is what we've got right now. And the thing is that what we did with this book that was so different was we actually reframed it, because people have this sort of fear of Mercury retrograde, which is really groundless. I think at worst, touch wood, don't want to tempt fate or anything, but I would say, I think most astrologers would agree, at worst, Mercury retrograde is really effing annoying. If you don't mind me doing a kind of a fake swear. I'll tell you, those of you saying you've already got the book, I'll tell you how to get the bonuses in a minute. Because you can still get the bonuses, doesn't matter where you bought the book. Yeah, so, okay, Carrie, don't worry, I'll tell you about the bonuses in a minute. We just added them, actually. Okay, but so what we did was we looked at Mercury retrograde in a way that basically takes the best of it, because, as it says on the cover of the book, turn chaos into creativity to repair, renew, and revamp your life. And basically anything that starts with an RE, like review, revisit, re-edit, rewrite. I mean, I'm expecting to do a bit of rewriting under Mercury retrograde. It's a really good time to do rewrites, rethink, reevaluate, all those. That's what you do under Mercury retrograde. So on the one hand, yes, it can be effing annoying. On the other hand, it's a cycle that's got this sort of fearsome reputation out in society, probably by a lot of people who know just a little bit but not enough about it. And this book will give you all the information that you need to know about it. And it really is a cycle that you can work with. So that's Mercury retrograde. I'll tell you more about Mercury retrograde in Aquarius tomorrow. But what I wanted to do today, and I'm going to do it quite quickly now because I'm actually going to do it in more detail today on my, it doesn't work. It should work. It was working this morning. Mercury retrograde book. Oh, you know what? I bet you I wrote Mercury retrograde. Did I write Mercury retrograde or did I write Mercury retrograde book? It's mercuryretrogradebook.com. Olivier or Nina, if you happen to be watching, can you change it, please? It should be mercuryretrogradebook.com. It should work. It was working this morning. So what I thought I would do today, though, is I thought that I would take a little look at the main events coming up this month in February, because I will look at them in more detail today at 4 p.m. UK time when I do my unityonlineradio.org radio show. So I can look at them in more detail. But the thing is, there are some quite big things happening in February, and I just wanted to give you like the broadest of brushstrokes today now. And then if you want more information, you can tune into my show this afternoon, which is, as I said, unityonlineradio.org, and I also do a Facebook Live at the same time. So what we have this month, apart from Valentine's Day, which I will talk about today on my radio show, the broad brushstrokes are that there are two very big Saturn events taking place. And they're taking place in this order. On the 9th of February, there's Saturn sextile Chiron. Now, what does that mean? Saturn, again, like Mercury retrograde, has a probably slightly undeserved fearsome reputation. Saturn has its purposes, you know. Saturn is contracts, Saturn is agreements, Saturn is longevity, Saturn is working hard for what you want. You know, Saturn is not all bad by any stretch of the imagination. And Saturn will be making a harmonious link to Chiron, the wounded healer. Now, you know, in any other year when I saw Saturn sextile Chiron, which I think is happening 3 times this year, it's another kind of one of the signatures of the year ahead, which you will know if you have my diary, which is now sold out. I might do a competition. I've got a few copies myself. I might do a competition to let people have the last of them. Anyway, any other year, I would have probably thought, oh yeah, you know, that's nice. Saturn sextile Chiron. It's a really good opportunity to, you know, do some healing, work on yourself and so on. But this year, what does the world need? Literally healing. Now, on the one hand, the Saturn sextile chirons that we're getting this year, which we get one this month and we get 2 more before the year is out. On the one hand, it's already happening, you know, because I mean, I got this email from a lovely friend of mine, Helen, who said all the good things that happened in 2020 because it hasn't been all bad. And one of the things was that the ozone layer has healed. I mean, that's extraordinary. That's amazing. And so there you are, there's healing, you know, there's healing for the planet. And I think we can come out of this somehow healed. Chiron, I didn't explain, is the wounded healer. Chiron is the wounded healer, okay? And so, you know, this is a year of healing for the planet and for us personally. So what in your life do you want to heal? What in your life do you want to heal? Okay? And now, the other thing that's happening this month, which is big, and in some ways bigger than the healing, because the healing will be gentle and soft. We won't feel it as much. What we will heal is Saturn clashing with Uranus. Saturn clashing with Uranus. Now, this is one of the other signature relationships, signature alignments for 2021. And it's basically that thing that's going to keep going bang, bang, bang until we wake up. So what do you need to wake up to? You know, where are you being inauthentic? Where do you feel trapped by something and it's all a big illusion? That is another very, very big theme for 2021. And it's happening this month. Okay, it's happening this month. So where in your life do you want to break out? So, yeah, that'll be taking place on the 17th of February. And as it says in the diary here, Mercury retrograde ends on February the 21st, which is good information if you need it. All right, so is it 21st? Sorry, I'm just looking here. Mercury retrogrades, yes, on the 21st. In other words, anything you do between February 1 and 21 will be done under Mercury retrograde. And for that reason could end up being redone. But that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it's good to redo things. Yeah, February 21. So there you go. Lots and lots of interesting stuff. But basically what the Saturn-Uranus connection means is that this is a pivotal month for 2021. It's basically a standout month. It's a month where things are going to happen for us. And it's a month where we really need to think about what we need to break away from. You know, what do you need to break away from? That is the question that February poses. What have you had enough of? What are you not going to take anymore? You know, that's actually a question that 2021 poses, and it's kind of the question is being raised now. It also is about insurrection and rebellion and people just refusing to be boxed in, which obviously is quite tricky given that at least half the world is in lockdown. And, you know, TBH, as we say in this family, to be honest, you know, one of the things I think all astrologers everywhere, but I definitely were fearing was that Saturn in Aquarius clashing with Uranus would mean more lockdown for people around the world and more people being angry about being in lockdown. So there you go. It's all happening now, live and direct on planet Earth. So I'm going to leave it there. For those of you who are saying about the Mercury retrograde bonuses, you should be able to go to mercuryretrogradebook.com. I will fix up the link if it hasn't magically fixed itself. mercuryretrogradebook.com. If you bought it on Amazon, just Google, not Google, just look in your emails and you'll find your receipt number. We don't actually have something set up for people who bought it in a shop, but you know what? We know how to do that now. We have the technology, so I'll make that happen. And tomorrow I will hopefully be able to tell you how to get the book, how to get the bonuses if you have the book but you've lost your receipt because you bought it a while ago. Because it's nice to give bonuses, and also it helps people to understand the book, because all the bonuses are designed to help you understand the book better. Gwen says, how do I find my book receipt with a PayPal text? I don't know, but don't worry, because I'll put something in where you can just take a photo of you with the book and you'll get the bonuses. So I'll do that. I'll try and get that done today or maybe tomorrow. Card of the day. Thanks, Susan. Because the other thing is that we are working on our challenge, which I mentioned to you. So tell me what you think about this, because we haven't set it in stone yet. What do you think we should do in the challenge? What we're doing at the moment, what I've decided to do. This is the plan. Or just tell me, what would you like to be challenged? Would you like to be challenged about working with the lunar cycle, with a section of it? Is 7 days too many? If we do a 7-day challenge where we'd come on every day and we would, say, okay, this is where the moon phase is. This is what you do. Talk about new moon wishing, why wishes can work, when they don't work, all that kind of stuff. What do you think? Does that sound good for the challenge? Because we're working, my team and I are going to we had a big meeting last Tuesday. We're having another big meeting tomorrow to set it all in stone. A 7-day Moonology manifesting challenge. How does that sound? 7-day Moonology manifesting challenge. Challenge to learn something new in astrology so we can share. That sounds amazing. Card, please. What do you reckon? That sounds great. Okay. Sounds good, says Gillian. All right, here's our card. Thank you so much, says Kath. All right, good. All right, I'll take that as positive, and 7 days sounds good. Yeah, it'll be like half an hour a day. Just the idea is, to just help people on the way. Because one thing I've noticed on the Facebook Lives as well is I often take a lot of people's knowledge for granted, and a lot of people are still learning, getting on the moon train. All right, you ready for your card? You ready for your card? Okay, it's a good card, actually. It's a good card for us to start the week off. The energy is gaining momentum. So whatever it is you're hoping to achieve this week, the energy is gaining momentum. You are headed in the right direction. It's the waxing moon card. All right, it's the waxing moon card. So whatever it is in your life that you are aiming to achieve, keep going. So I'm going to take that for the challenge as well, that the energy is gaining momentum and that we're moving in the right direction. I'll tell you about the mala in a minute. No, I went to the wrong page and I was thinking, oh God, that doesn't sound good. Oh no, here we are. So the situation is full of potential. So that's good news for the challenge. Your dream can come true. More effort is yet required. Well, that's true. We'll probably have a 3-hour meeting tomorrow. Review your goals and ensure you're still committed. Keep moving forwards. All right. So they are the messages for us today. Now, regarding the mala, okay, hang on. Okay, so regarding the mala, we know who's won it, and I will attempt to tell you tomorrow. We've drawn it. I don't want to say it because I want to email the person who won. We'll send out an email to everybody who's in the draw today, and I'll tell you all tomorrow in case you haven't got the email. So there we go. Have a beautiful day. Remember to get the Mercury retrograde book because you get the bonuses, which will help you understand the retrograde. The retrograde goes till the 21st of February. You've got plenty of time to read it. Keep moving forward, and remember, it's a big month. I'll be back at 4 p.m. today to do my radio show, and I will see you tomorrow. Lots of love, guys.